Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
I don't know what it is that you've done to me, but it's causing me to act in such a crazy way. Whatever it is that you do when you do what you do to me, it's a feeling that I don't understand. 'Cause my heart starts beating triple time with thoughts of loving you on my mind. I can't figure out just what to do when the cause of care is you. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control when something takes over me. In a daze, it is so amazing, it's not a phase. I want you to stay with me, by my side. I swallow my pride, your love is so sweet, it knocks me right off of my feet. Can't explain why your love, it makes me weak. I get
La, 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 wait till I give my money right.
Wagwan, brethren.
Yeah, Wagwan. Welcome to another episode of JNXD.
A show about nothing. Every time somebody asks me about that, I'm like, we don't talk about shit.
Yeah. It's,
Scientology.
Oh, yeah.
I know watch yesterday.
It's okay, I'll fill you in.
Okay.
That shit, ooh, you might have to...
Brazy?
Yeah, it was really heavy. It was about mental health and suicide. About these people who committed suicide. One, she was married to this guy. They were both Sea Org members. She was 7. She was a teenager. They were both teenagers when they got married, but she felt like he had to suppress his sexuality. And so, like, he was just slipped into a depression and hung himself.
Oh, my God.
And this other lady, she lived with bipolar disorder, and, they don't believe in, mental health recovery.
Right.
In COS, so... she took her own life as well.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah. But, show about nothing. What's up, friend?
Oh, man. Everything and nothing. Yeah, how's your week been?
It's been a little setback in the, XD needs an apartment, thing.
But you are...
Yeah. But I'm not homeless or anything. I just, it's just living in New York is just super it's just way more difficult than it fucking needs to be.
I mean, listen.
And so I'm just trying to look for a little bit of upgrade. And, if one of you all wants to give me an apartment, holler at a homo.
Holla at a homo when you see him on the streets. Holla at a homo.
Yeah, well, holla at a homo when you see him on the street. Say, yeah!
You don't remember the holla? Was that just an Atlanta thing? That's the first time I heard holla at a player when you see me on the street.
Say,
holla at a player.
I thought it was holla at a player when you say, hi, these niggas called Jim Crow.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been.
I'm trying to think what happened. Some gay shit happened.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, which is a part of my my Exy's Corner later, but I saw you this weekend actually.
Yes,
because
you did.
we went to the Friend Zone Live second anniversary show. Our friends did amazingly well, and the host of Getting Grown, Jade of All Jades, and Dr. Kia. I love saying that, Dr. Kia. Like, it works so well.
Oh my God. So she posted on her Insta story today.
Saw.
You saw it?
She was mad juice.
I was like, you deserve.
Yeah, mad juice. Mad soup. I would be too.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, same. But you guys did really good at the Q&A, and Kid Fury and Crystal hosted. They were really funny as always.
As always.
And of course, the main hosts of Friend Zone, they did really, really well. I didn't see anybody. And I know people were like, you were there. I was like, yeah, I was just hiding. I was dusting and singing in the background.
Singing in the background.
We were all just backstage.
That's really all it was.
Yeah, it really was. And that was that. How was your week?
Disgustingly busy.
Yeah.
Per usual.
Yeah.
I've gotten some inquiries from some people, so I'm definitely getting ready to answer a bunch of emails about different events. People have been hitting me up like crazy. Santana and I, Frex in Effect. That's that word. We are I'll Cook Like Your Mother plus Jade of All Jades equals Frex in Effect.
Yeah.
So Frex in Effect. So we booked another gig today for next week.
Oh.
So and then Afropunk's coming up. But this weekend, before the Friend Zone, Fran and I went shopping all day on Friday, literally. All day on Friday. And that was a good time because both of us hate shopping and both of us hate shopping with other people. And both of us are exactly the same. We don't try on anything.
Yeah.
So it was perfect. We were like, we'll just grab this and return it. Just save your receipts. Yes.
Yes, from the School of Regine Hunter.
That's it. And then always Regine Hunter.
Yeah.
Not Kim Fields.
No.
And then what else did we do? And then we did the Friend Zone Live, worked. And then I went to I was invited as a guest to a women's entrepreneur dinner yesterday at Ludlow House.
Isn't it Ludlow House amazing?
I mean, if you're into that.
Okay.
If you want to pay like $1,500 for a membership at a He-Man Woman Haters Club, then
I went to shout out to Darian Simone. She's a journalist and she has a podcast. And she had her first live show there a couple weeks ago, and I went. Mm-hmm. And I was, I had to pretend like I've been somewhere, even though I haven't been nowhere. So I was like, this is nuts.
No, it was nice. Nigga, you know the nicest part about it? They had like bowls of candy.
Yes.
Like, nigga, Jolly Ranchers and non-laters.
Yes.
Oh my God. Me and Antoinette walked out. We were like, look at the candy. Candy.
Yeah. And the food is actually very, very good.
The food was good. We had an all vegan. So it was, if you follow Owned by Femme on Instagram.
Yes.
It was her dinner. She invited Antoinette and I as guests, as entrepreneurs. And we had an all vegan dinner. So, I walked in and I was like, it's a vegan dinner. Oh, yes. Cool. So we had some tomatoes as an appetizer. Once I asked for a little salt and pepper, it was lit. And then we had a pasta with squash and things. I asked them for cheese. And my wonderful server, Zoe, was happy to abide by anything that I requested and also filled me up with Vove all night. So that was nice. Ludlow House was nice. I'm fooling around. It's just not my song.
I don't mean to interject. However, I told the story on Twitter. However, I was on LinkedIn, and this person added me, and their job title was hustlepreneur.
My nigga.
You know I added them.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to. For the culture.
Yeah.
That's going to be hustlepreneur.
Yeah, hustlepreneur.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I do so many things.
Yeah, hustlepreneur.
But that was my weekend and my week so far. It's just been hella busy.
Yeah. We got a couple emails, and I want to read them. And we got some voicemails. Maybe they'll show up in the show later or in another show that we may or may not do. So I do want to read them. We have a new listener.
Okay.
Or a newish listener, I guess.
Welcome.
From Beth.
Hello, Beth.
Yeah. You too, ... That's the subject. She says, I'm a huge fan, in caps. So I just started listening to your podcast from the very beginning. Well, I was like, how? She was like, I'm on the March 17th episode, and y'all are cracking me up. I was like, March 17th? That's when we posted our first show of Two Guys and a Girl.
Wow.
As our tribute to our live show in LA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The story about the girl poisoning the greens.
That was the first episode ever. It's terrible.
Yeah. Ooh, that was awful. I have a story about us calling us that. But anyway, You two are so funny. I love your chemistry, your realness, and everything about you two. Jade, I know you are starting a podcast with Dr. Kia, but please do not abandon this podcast. It gets me through my workday. I can only take so much of my cat-loving white coworkers.
Okay. I didn't plan on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't written in my stuff yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you Hollywood now.
Oh,
so
my
Oh,
God.
so I met one of our listeners just over the weekend. Named Quentin. Today is his birthday, actually. Happy birthday.
Quentin.
Yeah, well, it was on Wednesday because this is Friday now, right? So, it was on Wednesday, so happy birthday to you.
Hey.
And he said, and he came in for the friend zone. He's a friend of Ryan's, and so when I met him, I was just kind of like, hey, girl. And then he was like, I listened to you and Jade, and I really love you guys. And I was like, oh, okay, that's great. So anyway, fast forward. We all go to the Friend Zone Live, and fast forward. And towards the end of the weekend, I saw him Saturday and Sunday, and so he said, you guys, all of us, the Read, the Friend Zone, Getting Grown, and Jade and XD, he was like, you guys don't necessarily know the impact you have on people's lives. He was like, you all have... each and every one of you has individually impacted my life in some way.
Oh my goodness.
And he was like, you guys shouldn't call yourself trash because that's not what you guys are. Aww. And he was like, I know you guys say it in a facetious manner or whatever, but he was just like, you guys don't necessarily know the impact you have on everybody's lives. And so I was just like, okay, because he's a part of, the Manuka Honey Brigade.
Yo, Crystal.
Yeah.
So
Bentonite, what is that? Bentonite Clay.
The Bentonite Clay Brigade.
Yeah.
So,
Beastie Beast.
Just so you all know, backstage at the Friend Zone, at the New School Period, we can see
everything.
A good portion of the first part of the audience.
Yeah.
So we saw the young lady who was getting her entire
life.
Valerie.
Yeah.
Valerie was getting her whole life before the show. It didn't matter if anybody else was dancing. And then, what else did we? Oh, and
all of Fran's members from her wellness
every
retreat
last one of them.
They were all in front
row.
Yeah.
So Crystal was like, she was like, oh. She was
the Manuka Honey.
The Manuka Honey.
The Manuka Honey Bunch is right there.
Right there. Turn it up.
Yeah. The Bentonite Clay Brigade.
The Bentonite Clay Brigade.
Yes. They were all there. But yeah, that was just something that we need to keep conscious of how we describe ourselves. But this is a show about nothing.
It's literally a black show about nothing.
Yeah,
this is the Black Seinfeld. Black Ink Crew.
Yeah.
A podcast.
It's the Black Seinfeld of podcasts. It's just there's a lot more science.
Literally, people are like, what are your shows about? And I'm like, so one of them is about adulting and, learning how to do so while you're actually an adult and some of the things we have to deal with. And they're like, what about the other one? I was like, it's literally about nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, we just kind of just talk shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, we just talk.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We just chat. Oh, and that women's entrepreneur dinner was like mostly women of other cultures. And they all said they were going to listen to the show. And so I had to warn them ahead of time. I said
they were going to listen to Getting Grown or
both.
Oh.
And so I said, okay, so listen, on both shows.
Okay.
I was like, my language is not the best. Because that is how I talk. They figured that out as the dinner went on.
It's one of a foul nature.
And then it's one of a foul nature. It's a little rank.
Yeah.
And then I said, and then also I just use a lot of racial epithets. It's like, just fair warning.
Yeah.
Fair warning. Listen at your own discretion.
We are inclusive. We do have a white producer.
We do. We have a half-white producer.
Yeah, he is a he is a white Latino producer.
You have a
multiracial
co-host.
And you have a homosexual.
Yes.
Yeah.
All-inclusive.
Yeah.
An all-inclusive show.
Yeah.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Yeah.
All these minorities.
Yeah.
So, I told her, I was like, just listen at your own discretion, girl. You saw me at this dinner, so, it is what it is.
So let me read this. This also, if you haven't realized, this episode is very lax. Because, last week was heavy.
Oh, it was heavy. But thank you to Fran for coming.
Thank you to Fran. It was so...
People enjoyed it. You know what? You know what it was? I always have a comparison.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
No, just say it now.
I'm going to say it now, but we're going to get to it later. There is a documentary by the name of Cocaine Cowboys 1 and 2. Cocaine Cowboys 1 is very informative. It teaches you a lot about the drug industry and the drug rings going back and forth between Colombia and Florida, Miami, and all over the place.
Is this on Netflix?
It might be, actually. I watched this back when I had it on a VHS and then on a DVD. But part 2 is informative and niggerish. The very opening. Okay, so set the scene. One of the most notorious women drug dealers of all time is Griselda Blanco.
Yes.
And so Griselda Blanco was ruthless. And she's like the Cersei of drugs. And so therefore...
although Cersei isn't really that smart, but it's fine.
Oh, is she not?
No.
Okay. Well, she's smart enough. She's still alive. Ish. Okay.
We'll see, but...
So anyway, she's ruthless like Cersei. Ruthless, okay? And she got into a relationship with a black man from Compton named Charles Crosby. And the very opening, because where they describe it, where they put everybody in their little titles, they said Charles Crosby, real nigga.
Griselda, in her anger, she reached down to her ostrich-skin boot and whipped out a pistol. At the very same time, Alberta pulled out a Uzi. So about the same moment, they fired on each other.
So Cocaine Cowboys 2 is one of my favorite documentaries of all time, but we'll get to that later on in the show. Because this is a show this week about Jaden XD.
Yeah, it's about us.
You guys are always complaining, we don't know you. We don't know you. People wrote in about the Friend Zone episode, and they said, that's the most I've learned about Jaden ever in years. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you a little bit more about ourselves.
Yes. This is from Anonymous. We're going to call you LaRonda.
Okay.
LaRonda. Subject reads, Nigganetics in the fam. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah. Get away from my house.
Yeah. Hey, Jade and Xavier. I absolutely love the show and all your nigga. Yes, I'm black AF.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Your nigga wisdom you bless me with each week. Oh, well, that's pleasant. I wanted to write in because I had just found out that there is what I think may be some Scientology shit happening in my family.
What's that?
Yeah. My older sister married a man about 1.5 years ago, and they're currently in the process of separation. They dated for a long time, so he's been around for years. Okay. He was always so funny, quirky, and fit in right away, and was the perfect addition to our family. This sounds like you trying to get on him, girl. Lately, maybe the past year, he's been acting strange, very distant and not himself. I thought it was because after my mother became very sick 6 months ago, he now had very little time with my sister, his wife, which is understandable. Nigga, I was wrong.
He was cheating.
My sister gave me the tea and mentioned that he had joined a cult, which he cannot watch, read, or even eat certain things. This last part is crazy, and how I knew it had to be Scientology or something like it, because she told me about 6 months ago, right before our mother got sick, he told her he had to refrain from any sexual activities. We all know niggas love sex, so his ass must be balls deep in Scientology. She didn't say if it was Scientology or not, but she did say all of his immediate family, including his mother, are involved too. I hate that they got him and really want to show him Leah's show, but I'm afraid of him now. What should I do? Sincerely, your favorite bitch.
First of all, that signature.
Okay, LaRonda. That's not Scientology.
No, that's not Scientology.
Because they do have sex. They're just not. It's very traditional. And the only reason how I know that is because Leah Remini addressed that on Joe Rogan's podcast.
That's right.
Yeah, because Leah Remini talked about how she kind of like a freak.
Yes.
Yeah, which makes sense because she has bad bitch nails.
Yeah, absolutely. Forget the nails. The way she talks.
Yeah, she's from Brooklyn, right?
She's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Yeah. Her husband's very handsome, by the way.
And they've been together a long time.
Right.
He was a Scientologist too.
Yeah, which brings me to my point. So this man is married to your sister. How is he not pulled into this cult? You know what I mean? Like, this all sounds like that episode of Martin. Remember when him and Gina broke up?
Najiramba.
Yeah. Yeah. And he joined that monastery or whatever.
Where he had that like half afro, half what's that nigga's name? That light skinned nigga from Criminal Minds. The one y'all all like, Shamar Moore. He had
when he had the Shamar Moore locks from the
braid wig.
Yeah, the braid wig
Perry.
from Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Diary Bad Black Woman. Listen, I don't know what you can do. All you can do is support your sister.
Yeah.
Because you can't change people's minds. People will wake up and change when they want to.
Absolutely.
I mean, so the whole point is you supporting your sister. If they got kids, then you support your nieces and nephews as well.
Absolutely.
That's all you can focus on.
Like, you can't focus on nobody but y'all.
Right.
We got y'all.
Right. We got y'all.
So he, unfortunately, he is where he is right now, and you guys can try to get him help, but you can't control that, and it's really, really hard to break a person when they are under an influence so strong.
Yeah. Because I don't know what kind of cult that is where you married and you can't have sex with your partner. Like,
right.
What? First of all cults are like misogynistic. So why on earth would they abstain from sex?
Exactly.
I need to say this now. So September 29th, Brooklyn, it is Bourbon Ball. Bourbon Ball is a wonderful event for the grown sexy. It's a semi-formal event at Milk River. Unlimited bourbon. Yes. And when I say unlimited, I mean unlimited. I feel like I went to the second bourbon ball, or maybe the first, in DC, and Atlante had to take care of me because I had a little too much bourbon and passed out on Connecticut Avenue. But I had a wang dang doodle, and I can't wait to do it again. So the link is in the description box wherever you're listening. Get your tickets now. It's really based on what you get, the high quality bourbon. It's a really fun night, and so I encourage you all to come. It's really not that expensive, and it's a good time. I also need a date. So
which one of y'all?
Right. So if one of y'all want to be my date, tweet me, DM me, email us. I might make a thing out of it.
It goes down in the DM. It go down. It go down in the DM. It go down. It go down. It goes down in the DM. It go down. It go down in the DM. It go down. It go down.
But yes, I am looking for a date. Get your tickets. I do have an extra ticket, so I'm looking for a date. So, if you're in the New York area, the tri-state area, I can make this a thing. Like, email me, tell me why I should pick you to be my date.
Oh my God, can I host?
You can.
Can we host a dating game?
Yeah. Email us. Yes, email us. JadenXD@gmail. You could tweet me or DM me, and I'll show Jade the DMs or whatever. Or DM us.
Which one of y'all?
Yeah.
Wants to come drink with this nigga?
Yeah. It's unlimited bourbon, and you have to dress nice. Like you have to like.
Isn't it like formal or something?
Semi, yeah, but you gotta
like you gotta take a shower.
Yeah.
You gotta get an edge up.
Get your locks twisted if that's your thing.
And an edge up.
Yeah.
Get a line up.
Yeah,
fresh line
up. And again, emphasis, shower, brush your tongue, brush your teeth.
Wash your neck really well because that ring around the collar is not cool.
It's not. You're not going to embarrass me. But yeah, anyway, get your tickets. And also, I'm looking for a date. So email us and tell me why I should pick you to be my date.
And deadass, we might host a dating show.
Yeah. September 29th. It's going to be good. Bring your friends. It's going to be, the music is always lit. It's right by Barclays, so it's not hard to get to. So.
Oh, there's so many trains over there.
Yeah, it's no excuse. No excuse. And then afterwards, we can all go get something to eat. But no, listen to us everywhere and anywhere and everywhere. I'm just going to talk through it.
It's fine.
I'm an emojizil this episode to just talk through the pain. We're just gonna keep going through it.
As if nothing is happening.
Nothing is happening at all.
Nothing.
Everything is fine. But listen to us anywhere and everywhere. Talk to your if you're butte and you thick, holla at a player. If you
thick.
Yeah. If you want to put us on and feature and also want to book us, because I actually got that some of the people I ran into at the Friend Zone Live, they've asked, are you going to come to Philly? Are you going to come to DC? Are you going to come to this city and that city? I said, email us and we'll talk. So if you want to book us for anything, or if you want to book Jade for anything, or if you want to book myself for anything, definitely email us. You can email, if you want to get us to specifically, you can email us at the show, or if you want to book us together, email us at jadenxd@gmail.com.
There will be pop-ups coming to cities near you, though.
Yeah, and we're going on a mini tour soon.
Absolutely.
Ooh, this is a lot. Yes, this is... I didn't choose the podcast. Podcast chose me.
Podcast definitely chose me.
Yeah,
I just fell into that bitch.
It is. We'll get to that later. Now it's time for, let's take a break and then we'll go to Artist of the Week. Now it's time for Artist of the Week.
You might have heard about Keisha, but I had other bitches. My bad, I meant other women. A few even cuddled with them. I ain't gonna lie about shit. I'm a real
This
nigga
week's
first,
Artist of the
because I
Week
never lie on
is
my life.
Dave East.
Or as Asante calls him, Bay
Bay
East.
East. Yeah. And that's it. Now, he dropped a project last week. Yes, Friday. Yeah,
Yes.
Friday. Ooh, where does the time go? Do you not know September is next week?
Nigga, my birthday's in 2 weeks.
Nigga.
It is in 2 weeks.
God damn. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, now Dave East is somebody I just thought I always knew he was fine. And so I didn't want to listen to his music so it'll like ruin it for me. Cause you know how like problematic people just be like, oh fuck, like why the fuck, like stop talking, just be fine. But so I refused to listen to his music, but because I was at work I see that now.
So Dave East,
He has a song called what the fuck? It's called.
he was
Phone
actually
something.
Introduced to the world by Nas. Okay,
Yes.
so Nas found him. Dave
Who's
East is out of Harlem.
also on the album.
Yes, he is. He's on the album. So he's the one who found Dave East. I actually have been listening to Dave East because my husband listens to Dave East and has been listening to Dave East, because he's a nigga who is very much in touch with his feelings. He often feels very blue. So, he is a big Dave East fan. So I have been exposed to him for quite some time now. Big fan. He's very talented. That nigga can rap.
Yes.
That nigga can rap. Like,
He sounds, his voice is very similar to Tyler, the Creator. So I was like thrown off a bit. But I listened to that, because normally I have to listen to rap albums twice. Mm-hmm. Because you listen to the beats and be like, oh shit, nigga, yes. And then you listen to what they have to say.
right.
And he is a little dark as a rapper.
He's a nigga. Like,
Yeah.
he's a nigga from Harlem who's been through some shit. Like,
Yeah.
he even...
I mean, the album is called Paranoia, A True Story. So it speaks to...
his character.
Yes.
Yes, very true to who he is.
Yeah.
But he's really talented. Make sure you guys check him out. You can also check out Tracy Ellis Ross, aka T Murder.
T Murder.
On her Instagram, where she likes to take different rappers and rap their lyrics in her style.
Yeah.
And she did so.
Yeah, she
Dave
did.
East
She
track.
was like, I don't know what that means. I don't get the reference.
And so y'all know Instagram entertains me, right?
Yes.
Y'all know the Shade Room is near and dear.
Well, yeah, hold on. Support Black art.
Support Black art.
Okay, great.
But also, Tracy Ellis Ross is like a person, like I love her. Like I absolutely love her. And Dave East literally like likes all her pictures. Because you know when you follow somebody you can see. So he literally like likes all her pictures, and I think that's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, so does Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They be like, she's cute and she's thick.
Yeah. Which
and
she is.
And she's bunny.
She is. Yeah.
She's funny.
Yeah.
Like Tracy Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross is everything.
She really is. Like her personality is everything. So
I want them to bring the Lyricist Lounge show back. Like she should bring that back and she should produce it.
no, I need her to embark on new journeys. I need to see Tracy Ellis Ross as Miss Frizzle. I need to see that. Whoever drew that was genius.
Or if they ever do like Recess, like the live action,
Yes.
she can be Miss Grokey.
Absolutely.
Right? Miss Grokey was hella woke.
Yeah, she was.
And she was like, the white man is evil. Yes.
Let me play Gretchen.
Yeah.
That was my show, low key.
It was.
I liked it. And I was way too old to be watching that.
Same here. But they were more like, it was a sophisticated cartoon.
It was.
Like, because it was like, oh shit, that was.
They had the little Zach Morris character with the red hat and the leather jacket. Like I liked Recess. It was a
and
good
the
one.
black character who was there to say something funny and minded his own
Okay.
business.
And then did they have a black girl? They had black girls. And they were natural.
Yeah, and they were
They were a
black
little,
girls. They were sassy.
They were a little. There was a Dion one, part of the little Clueless clique. But they were sassy. They had their natural hair.
Sorry.
Like they were part of the. They were part of the
Manuka,
Bintu Clay Brigade.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Manuka Honey crew.
Yeah. So Jade mentioned this earlier, but this week we are learning about each other.
Yes.
I might find out some new things about Jade, and she might find out some new things about me. So we have a bunch of questions we're going to ask one another. And, yeah. Would you like to start, Jade of all Jades? There's a bunch of questions.
Sure.
There's like 900 questions. So you could just pick one.
Okay. What's something you've been meaning to try, but you just haven't gotten around to it?
Shit. There's a bunch of things. I think maybe, this may sound really weird, but I've never had a baked Alaska before.
Why would you? It's not 19. Okay.
Like, it's really food based, but like, I've never had beef Wellington.
Okay. So you basically want to go eat at a fancy restaurant in the 80s? Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me think about something I've been wanting to. That's the question I've been wanting to try, but I haven't gotten around to it.
But you haven't gotten around to it.
I guess this might be it, but I really want to go back to take piano lessons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I feel like that's like because I took it up from ages 6 to 8, and then I stopped, and then because we couldn't really afford it. Mm-hmm. And then I started like at 13, but then, that's preteen age. And so, preteens get over shit like after a week.
Yep.
Because I remember my mother bought me a keyboard and stuff. But yeah, I really want to go back. It's just finding the time to do it.
You should.
Yeah.
Do it now while you don't have any kids.
That's never going to happen. But yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay.
Never say never.
Never say never, nigga.
What do you wish you knew more about?
Technology. I am the dumbest person when it comes to technology, period. Phones, computers, anything that has to do with buttons and computers inside of it.
When I first met Jade, the first time I ever went to Jade's house, she was like, yeah, I have a computer, but I haven't used it in like 2 years. And I was like, it was like this HP. You remember it was like HP and it was
Still
like
got
gold.
it. It's in a red laptop bag. I bought it for $150.
Yeah, she was like, I don't know. I think it has a virus or something. I don't know what this is. I don't hear.
I was over it. Never used that computer again.
Oh, man.
And we didn't get another computer until 2016.
Yeah.
Mind you, this was back in like 2010.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hadn't used it in some time.
Oh, my goodness.
What piece of entertainment do you wish you could erase from your mind so that you could experience it for the first time again?
This is about to sound really fucked up. But it's when the homeless woman on the 5 train was throwing her own feces at the white man. Oh, God.
Yes, yeah, like that time I kicked that nigga in the chest on the 4 train.
Yeah,
because he was bouncing around like an asshole.
Yeah, see,
I wish I could do that again.
Yeah. No, that shit was like looking back on that shit now. That shit was entertaining.
Yo, what was she saying?
She was inaudible. She was talking to herself, and she was just angry, like, ah, rah, 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 rah. And like white people never mind their business, and so like they're trying to level with her, and she literally like took a shit in the corner. And I was in another car, and I was like by the window, so I'm looking at what's happening. So I hear all this yelling, and I hear people running. Of course, this white man is trying to level with her. I don't know if he's like a social worker or whatever. I don't know.
No,
but she literally took a shit in the corner and just was like, what? And you see the shit on the fucking seat in the wall.
That's disgusting.
And like he gets off of the train, like he runs through our car, and like
that is so foul.
Right. Thankfully, I had a transfer, but it was.
That reminds me of the time.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Always the Bronx. I was on my way to the Bronx when I had to kick that nigga. No, I was on my way from the Bronx when I had to kick that nigga in the chest.
Yeah. What are you most insecure about?
Oh, right now, it's my eyebrows. Just really, this lady really, really fucked me up out here. She set me up in these streets, and she made one of them thinner than the other one. And this is my fault because, see, the thing about it is I haven't found my eyebrow lady. Like, I just haven't found the one yet. And so
your brow tech.
My brow tech, so I go and I tell them, I'm like, hey, just clean it up. And I'm very specific. I'm like, do not make them any thinner. I'm really trying to grow them out, and but I just need you to clean them up a little bit around the rim. Do not make them thin. And this half-blind bitch made one of my eyebrows thinner than the other one. It has been stressing me
I'm looking
out.
and I can't tell.
Well, I can tell. And it stresses me out. Yes. See? God damn it.
Oh, man.
I think that's because the thing about it is body posy. I just have gotten to a point where I don't I want to be healthy for myself because I want to be healthy. Like I want to be healthy for my child. I want to feel good. And I've kind of always been like that because my parents got on the whole coconut oil, juicer, brown rice, train long ago. So I experienced that from Hurley, before it was a fad. But as far as my body, I've kind of just accepted my body. It's just kind of been this is what it is. When I'll work on it because I want to work on it, but I'm not going to feel bad about it in the meantime. I'm not getting ready to be I can't wear that because no, cellulite is natural. It happens. Everybody gets it. A lot of people get it.
Yeah.
Stretch marks. If a nigga can't accept cellulite and stretch marks, then he's just not real. No, he's just not a real nigga. He's just not a human being.
Yeah.
So I have kind of so I'm not really insecure when it comes to those things. I had a baby, so I got a little ting-ting in the front, and it's fine. But yeah, it's probably this eyebrow, this wayward eyebrow is pissing me off, and I hate it. When I was young, though, it was my gap. I don't care about that anymore either. But I had this huge thing about teeth when I was younger, and I always had straight teeth, but I had a gap. So I was like, braces, please, braces. And I wore them for almost 4 years.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I lost my retainer in a fight. And I got a little gap, and I don't care, because I think gaps are cute. Except for Michael Strahan's, because he looks like he eats your lunch. What fad or trend do you hope comes back?
Ooh, so many. But a fad I want to come back. The problem, it's already back. Now I think about it. The 90s are back. And
let me explain.
I kind of wish they would go away.
I wish they would go away. When I tell you, they're not back in ways where it's oh, nostalgia. Oh, that's, oh, that little bit came back. Or you remember in the 2000s when bell bottoms came back, but the whole thing didn't come back. Floral shirts and bell bottoms. It actually kind of did because you remember the Delia's catalogs. But anyway, the whole 70s did not come back. It wasn't just we're going to just re-put out everything that was in the 70s. The 90s?
It's the 90s threw up on 2017.
Fran and I, when we were shopping on Friday, everything. I saw a pair of platform velvet green booty shoes.
That's so fucking disgusting.
It's denim and grunge, and they're bringing back the Clueless look, and they're bringing back chokers and little backpacks and platform shoes. Do you remember those shoes? You didn't never wear them, but that girls wore. They were platform black, and they had a black bandage, just plain black thing that went across the foot. Yeah. They're bringing those back.
And then they try to zhuzh it up and have a burgundy colored one.
Yes. Yes, zhuzh.
Yeah, the Lisa Loeb Force.
Yes. They're bringing those shoes back.
That's awful.
They're bringing back everything that they don't need to bring back.
Yeah.
But somebody said something atrocious to me the other day.
What?
They said Timbs are coming back. And I said, Timbs ain't never gone out of style. What are you talking about?
Timbs coming back. Fuck you.
Timbs ain't never left.
That's no, fuck you.
What are you talking about? You went away. Timbs never did.
Right.
Anyway.
But yeah, I don't even have an answer to that anyway. But I'm gonna pass. If you had a personal mascot, what would your mascot be? I already know. Next question.
What is it?
A marijuana leaf.
A blunt butt, yes. It looked like the little Mr. Poopy thing from South Park, but it'd be like a blunt and be like, howdy ho.
Yeah, but no.
Howdy ho.
What flavor of ice cream do you wish existed?
Oh, it wish I existed. Oh.
Yeah. Fucked your world up, didn't it?
Damn, that did.
Yeah.
Damn. Because there's so many delicious ones out there. They got peach cobbler ice cream?
I don't know. I don't think so.
There we go.
Well,
peach cobbler ice cream. I want real chunks of peach cobbler in it. Like I
don't know.
chunks of
I don't know why
dough.
Talenti doesn't have it, because I know they have the apple one, which is delicious.
That caramel apple pie. But I need more chunks of like dough.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I need more chunks of crust.
Same. Yeah, I get it.
Peach cobbler ice cream.
Okay. Peach cobbler ice cream.
What do you hope never changes?
What do I hope never changes? Us?
Aw, friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah. What kind of interior would you like your restaurant to have?
What kind of what?
Interior would you like your restaurant to have?
Oh. See, I want to be very clean. See.
Okay.
So, this is my style for like as far as decoration. I like a rustic look with a contemporary look. I like a blend of the two. I like a little traditional with I love the wood and the pipe, and I love the combination of the two. So I would want my restaurant to look like that. But clean, but also very homey at the same time. So it'd have a lot of piping and dark like metal.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Right now, switch your family to T-Mobile and get 4 lines for $25 a line with AutoPay and 5G access included on America's largest 5G network. So don't wait. Get unlimited and nationwide 5G access for the whole family for just $25 a line. Visit a T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com today.
Plus taxes and fees. Customers may notice lower speeds and further reduction if using over 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video at 480p. Unlimited while on our network. Qualifying credit and 4+ lines required. Capable device required for 5G. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain features. See T-Mobile.com.
But also some like really sturdy wood pieces. And then I want a lot of plants because I love the energy that plants give off. And I love the feeling that you have when a place has plants. If you go to Ode to Babel in Brooklyn, they have plants.
They do.
And it feel like you feel good when you're in there. Like it feels like you're comfortable and you want to drink and you want to hang out. And I want my restaurant to have the same feeling, to feel very comfortable. People to eat maybe in non-traditional ways. Maybe like benches with like coffee tables all over the place instead of traditional tables. And I want plants, and I just want it to have a real comfortable feeling. Like when people come in, they feel like they're in my living room.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Grazie.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back. And we're back. Make sure you shop MeUndies.
MeUndies.
Yeah. They got some cute drawers.
I gotta get some more.
Yeah, they're really cute. Also,
they feel good.
Also, Blue Apron.
Shop Blue Apron. Yeah. JXD.
Yeah, first 3 meals. Friznae.
That was like a rhyme.
Yeah, and then Bourbon Ball. Get your tickets in the description box. And yeah.
Okay, we're back.
No.
What's the most surprising self-realization you've ever had?
That I'm not the introvert I think I am.
Oh, Was that because of Kia's clear definition of what an introvert and an extrovert was?
No, although that was helpful. And all the Myers-Briggs tests I've taken over the years always make me an introvert. But I also think those aren't, I feel like those are not for Black people. Or just people, I just think they might be a little dated based on, I feel like personality types have adapted with the sign of the times. Mm-hmm. And so how I figured out how I'm not much of a introvert as I think I am was how I date.
Okay.
And I am very direct, and I kind of, although I say I don't make the first move, I tend to. And when I'm in spaces, like when I'm XD, I'm on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and I perform, I do these other things, and when I go home, it's just like, I think it's just, a natural inclination to just, when you're home, you just want to be in your house and not deal with anybody. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm a lot more extroverted than I think I am.
Okay.
Just based on how I interact with people. No, certain strangers, I think I just discern a lot. Just, I don't really fuck with you like that. Mm-hmm. Other people, I just kind of, here.
Well, Kia made it very clear for me. Because it's not about how you interact with other people. She said, introverts process to speak, and extroverts speak to process.
Right. Now, I am very cerebral, and so I think, which is why it takes so long for me to say things sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like, even on this show, if you ever notice, I think about what I'm saying first. But that's also for two reasons. I guess, I don't know if that has anything. I guess that's partly introverted, but I also am. I've also learned that I'm also rather arrogant at times.
Oh, okay.
And so, and I hate repeating myself, and I also hate being wrong. So if I am very clear in what I'm saying, I don't have to renege on that.
That's real. That's real.
So therefore,
I mean, you're honest.
Yeah, he's so arrogant and bold. Like,
self-realization.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, because I if you believe in astrology, I have a Taurus sun, a Capricorn moon, and an Aries rising, which means I am an asshole by cosmic design. So, so I try to be as conscious of that. And so I definitely think before I speak, because I don't want to, I understand words are jarring. Mm-hmm. And I know the things I can say sometimes, if I say things off the cuff, they could be like, nigga, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Which is why this is also the reason why I don't like drink or smoke before we do shows or anything like that. Yeah, because I can't, I know how I am. But anyway, that's that. What is the most interesting place you've been? Think outside the box.
The Speakeasy.
Yeah.
The Speakeasy.
That was fun.
The Blind Pig Speakeasy. Let me tell you all. My husband says it best. It was a moment in time because, so the Speakeasy, let me give you all some context. I've spoken about it in passing. It was a party that my friend hosted. It was a real life speakeasy.
Yeah. We celebrated your birthday there.
Did we?
Yeah. When you turned 30.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, girl, we did.
When I turned 30?
Yeah.
We went to brunch.
Nah.
You weren't there for my 30th. They took me to brunch, and Tristan took me to dinner.
No, it is when you turn 30, because it was on a Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah. I remember going.
Oh. That wasn't 30, that was 29. But, that was before.
30 is when you went to the farm. Right.
Yes, okay, yes, I went to the farm.
Yes. Okay, so 29, you're right.
The farm was also interesting, but the speakeasy. Well, no, you went. That was the new location. The old location.
No, I went to that old location too.
Remember the old location? So the old location was this was a real speakeasy, y'all. And I can say all of this because
it ain't there no more.
It ain't there no more. Y'all can't find it. And the police already busted it. So it was a real speakeasy, bootleg liquor. You could smoke, you could play dominoes, you drank the bootleg liquor. People would play like trumpets, there would be burlesque dancers, and it was this small area that you had no clue existed. Mm-hmm. You had to walk through a regular business and you found it. You found it, but you had no clue that it was there, and it would literally go until like 7 a.m. And it was amazing. And so I would go after work. I was bartending at the time, and Tristan bartended. He would bartend at the Speakeasy, and I would leave the club that I worked at like 3 a.m, sometimes 4, and go to the Speakeasy and still kick it for another few hours.
Yeah.
And we would literally see the sun come up at this Speakeasy.
Yeah, I went once and there was a guy rapping.
Yeah, it was a very interesting place. You could meet all types of people there.
Sweatshirt on. I'll never forget.
So that is probably the most interesting place I've ever been.
That was a good time.
That was a good time.
And it was close to the house too.
What? Like we'd leave 7 a.m. and be home by 7:10.
Yeah. Oh man.
What's the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Illegal thing?
Mm-hmm.
Sodomy. I don't
You made me drop my weed.
Most illegal thing I've ever done.
So glad I asked this question and he didn't ask me.
Yeah. No, I knew not to ask you this question. Most illegal thing I've ever done? Oh, well, I don't know. Well, I almost got arrested for it.
For what?
Oh, when I curse. I say things when I'm very angry, and I'm not very angry all the time.
Mm-mm.
However, when I do get very angry, or when I used to get very angry in my younger years, I was a hothead when I did get angry. Because, again, it didn't happen often. And I guess because I suppress a lot, so when I get angry, everything just, it's like Vesuvius. It blows up. So, I happened to be at the airport.
Yes, you've told us this story.
Yeah.
Yes, that it was pretty illegal.
Yeah.
Quite dangerous.
When I threatened to blow it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threatened to blow it up.
Definitely very illegal.
And threatened to kill this white lady.
So illegal.
Yeah. That's that was how I'm not on a no-fly list now is
it's pretty illegal,
me.
bro.
Yeah. I also threatened to do that at my college campus, and I threatened to shoot up the school. So it was also illegal. Yeah.
Yes, that is very super illegal.
I was like, I will go Virginia Tech out this motherfucker.
Oh, wow. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty illegal, man.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Cool.
What TV channel doesn't exist but really should?
The real BET.
Yeah.
All the shit that I want to watch all the time. All black.
Like
all the time.
Money and Violence.
Money and Violence. And then they can follow it up with some Girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Like Power. Like, and then when they want to do one of those feature films, they play Crooklyn, no commercials.
Do you remember?
No
remember BET when they used to show those arabesque films at 6 o'clock?
Yes. Yes. Oh, God. Did you watch them? Yep.
Well, because they would come on before Moesha, so I had... So, like... You blew the weed out of the floor.
You're making me waste money. God damn it.
I mean, they did.
You watched it. The nigga, those movies were like an hour and a half.
No, nigga, they were 2 hours because they came out from 6 to
And your ass sat there and watched it, waiting for more. You should have come on. You can find something to do for 2 hours.
No, I was like a latchkey kid, so like TV raised me.
What gives your life meaning?
This is like a purpose question, right? Like, what's my purpose? I
This
feel like
is a you question.
I feel like knowing my purpose, which is my purpose, is to help through entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, to help people, and every job and everything that I do helps somebody. So, like what I went to school for and what I currently do now, you know, outside of my comedy stuff and what I do for, you know, a living, my other job, you know, all that falls in the umbrella of helping people. And that's what gives my life meaning. Knowing that we're out here, you know, opening hearts and changing lives through making people laugh and perspectives. That shit's lit. So that gives my life meaning as fuck.
Aww.
Yeah. What hobby would you get into if time and money weren't an issue?
If time and money weren't an issue, and it was just a hobby for me because I wouldn't want to do it as a profession, probably like I'd make a hobby out of decorating my home. I would like literally just buy things that I liked and really just like make my space everything that I wanted. But obviously we know that takes time and it's very expensive.
Yeah.
So.
Do you play Design Home?
No, what's that?
Oh my God. You have not seen me talk about Design Home?
No.
Oh my fucking gosh. It's going to ruin your life.
Oh God. You've already ruined my life in so many ways.
That's fair. But Design Home is a game on the iPhone where you design spaces and you like, it's like The Sims, but like
Property Brothers? Like when they tell them what their stuff is going to look like?
Yeah, like look, hold on. This is so exciting.
We're about to waste all my time.
Yeah, it is. But then like things cost money, like not real money, but like when you run out of money, you gotta like take surveys and shit to find here. So anyway. Oh, and they have like real ass designers on here like Cynthia Raleigh and like Kathy Kuo. Fuck her, by the way. No, I love her, but fuck her.
What?
And you get rated on your design. So like the whole community design like rates your designs. So like get into my dream vacay in Monaco room. So I designed this. It's kind of right. I know.
Where the TV at?
Well, they don't. It's purely the aesthetics that you're designing. I designed fully custom dream house. This is the room I designed.
That looks like a vampire house.
Well, I was poor at the time, so therefore I only used the furniture that I had. This is the baby brother's room I did.
I love that. Are they twins?
I don't know. Well, the community didn't like it. They only gave me a 3.84 rating. Fuck them, tasteless bitches. But anyway, the point is, Design Home is lit, and it takes over my life. And
I'm going to play it.
Yeah, you are.
Oh. I would also play the guitar.
Yeah.
That would be my other thing.
I think I'm going to really do that piano thing.
You should, nigga. Do it.
Yeah.
I got to do everything to my kid now.
Yeah.
What bridges do you not regret burning?
So, have you ever seen the movie Magnolia?
No.
It's an indie movie with Tom Cruise and Julianne Moore, who's my favorite white actress of all time.
She the real pale lady with the pale hair?
No, she's the pale lady with the red hair.
Yes.
Yes.
She's got pink nipples.
Yes, she does. As you saw in Dirk Diggler. No, what? Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
Yeah. She, so, and also the mom from A Christmas Story, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and William H. Macy. Anyway, the whole point is there's a scene in Magnolia where Tom Cruise's father is dying. And so Tom Cruise's father in the movie has a long monologue called Life is Long. And in the monologue, he talks about how life is long, so you can regret whatever the fuck you want. So I was like, okay. So I'm going to take that to heart, and I'm going to regret whatever the fuck I want. Because I hold grudges.
Yes, you do.
Hard. I do hold grudges. And people are like, that's not healthy. I'm like, yeah, it is. Totally. It helps me not to forget the fuck how I felt. And never to fall down that path ever fucking again. But I usually don't burn bridges though, just because you never know when you might need some money again. However, a bridge that I do not regret burning is a relationship that I was in that was abusive. And which I don't talk about often, but it's triggering for some people. And I do realize that some people's stories or narratives might be therapeutic for other people. I just don't need that to be my story to be helping you like that.
Okay, that's real.
Other people can share it. I just don't know. But yeah, that was the one I don't regret. And also there's a business one that I don't regret burning because they still owe me money. And
it taught you a lot.
It taught me a lot. And if you... Yeah, Dustin and I have this in common. And so... You know, it taught us a lot. That's why he's going to be my brother forever and ever. What
was it?
What was it? What would be the most amazing venture to go on?
The most amazing one for me, I'd go to Europe. And because this is going to happen. I'd go to Europe, you know, see the stuff. And then, you know, spend some time in Amsterdam.
Got it.
And then I'd go to Greece because I love Greek food.
It's literally my fucking fave.
I mean,
spanakopita is literally like top five.
Simple seasonings, oregano, salt, pepper, lemon, olive oil. Like, such simple seasonings, but delicious. And so they have the most fresh seafood in Greece. It's beautiful. I mean, every picture I've seen is incredible. Oh, okay, you know what? It's a two-part question because the first part of it, I already know the answer to. The second part, we'll see. What do you most often look down on people for? And what do you think other people look down on you for? So the first part of that question, I feel, is everything.
You know me so well.
I know you so well.
Like I judge.
I'm better than you.
Yeah. And some people, and I hate,
I'm Beyonce about mine.
Yeah. Like, people be like, you're not better than anybody. No, I'm better than some people. Like I know in my heart, like, and I'm sure you listeners are too. Like, no, I know I'm better than them.
I know I'm better than you.
Yeah, and people need to own that.
Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I know we say we don't really want to, but all them people in Lipstick Alley, like, I know I'm better than you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I know I'm so much better than you.
Yeah.
I don't even care.
Yeah. Like, I know I'm better than everybody in the White House. Like, I'm a better human being than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like child
I own my computer.
Like child molesters. I am better than them.
I have fitted sheets on my bed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm better than that bitch Mrs. Rice in the first grade because she was an evil ass teacher.
I change my sheets every couple days.
Yeah, like I'm okay. But what do I think people look down on me for?
Mm-hmm.
Is for the same reason I look down on them, like everything. Like I feel like people. Look, there's haters out there, guys. Like, and
I used to be like, you ain't got no haters,
right.
and then I realized, like, oh no, there's like actual haters out there.
Niggas, that's like some real ass haters.
There are people who will form entire threads about you.
Yeah.
Just because they don't like you.
Yeah.
And they don't even know you.
Yeah. So, and they're hating on you getting your bread. But you know, people hate on me. Like the craziest, I think I told you the craziest rumor that I got happened to be from Lipstick Alley, and it was threads about how they said I was homeless and had AIDS.
I'm not, because I know you're not.
Like that shit was crazy. And I remember how that stemmed from. Oh. And you know what's crazy? The person that started that rumor, I killed them with kindness, and I hired them to be my intern. Because you know why? You will always owe me. Because I owned you. And all the success that they found after that, and they went on to be quite successful, represent somebody, and what is always going to be on their resume, and who consistently uses me as a reference, and why they don't get jobs anymore because they continue to use me as a reference. It's because I own.
Let me see your free papers. How come Master DeLowe signed it?
Yeah, listen. When you play me,
you play yourself. Yeah, I hope they hear this. I hope you think this song is about you. Don't you, don't you, don't you.
What job would you be terrible at?
It's customer service. Yo, I did customer service like through college. Awful.
Yeah.
Awful. I mean, it is just not my strong suit. It's not my forte. I don't have time. The customer is not always right. And customer service is just not really it for me. I mean, I have to deal with a form of customer service with catering, and that's different. But, like, customer service? Absolutely not.
Okay.
What's something that happened or something that someone said that changed how you view the world?
I have two answers.
Casey's.
One is about who I am, who we are in this world, and the other one is about, like, manifesting your destiny. Which sounds like a huge-ass concept, but it'll make sense when I explain it.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is about who we are in this world. So my grandmother always says, when I was a kid, and you know how like old people say shit to you, and you'd be like, what the fuck? What? And she just always used to say randomly, you know, we only one vote away from the auction block.
Yes.
I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, no. Grandma, like, it's all right. It's all like, we have a holiday now. Like, no.
A month.
Yeah, we have a whole month. Like, we're good. Like, we're straight like 9/15. I mean,
Martin Luther King is like, he has a day.
Yeah. Like
and we're off for work.
Yeah. I didn't have to go to school. Like, And then Ferguson happened.
Mm.
And, you know, well, as I got older, I got into local government and politics and stuff, and I would see that. And actually, not even before Ferguson, like Sean Bell, and it was like how it was complete disregard. And I realized that's when I learned more about, you know, like local governments and how you vote for judges and things like that. And I was just like, you know, they don't care about us at all. And then when Ferguson happened, that was even more of or the death of Mike Brown, the murder of Mike Brown, and even Trayvon Martin. Those things definitely solidified what my grandmother said to me. And even 2 weeks ago at Charlottesville, I was just like, yeah, we really are only one vote away.
Yeah. Legit.
But the other thing that changed my life was I remember tweeting one day a couple years ago, maybe in 2014, 2013. I said, I would like to give a TED Talk one day. Just randomly. Someone asked me what it would be about, and I said, I don't know. And a lot of people ask me, like, I'd be like, I want to produce a show. And people ask me, like, well, what would you write? What would your show be about? I'm like, I don't know.
I just know that's what I want to do.
That's what I want to do. And I guess when I say those things, because that's what essentially came to New York to do, my old dream was to always like be a famous writer, TV creator, or show creator, and be an executive producer. And I eventually got to do that with the web series, The Quarter Century. And then when I said the TED Talk, like literally like a few months later is when I got the call to do it.
Okay.
So it was like these things of like people always say like when you put it out in the universe that it'll come back to you. And sometimes those are super lofty, and you need to be like, I don't know. And I say I want to win the lottery all the fucking time, and that doesn't happen. But but I also think there are some things that are just like that are part of your destiny and a part of your purpose when all that stuff aligns that you asked for it and put in the universe, and that's what happened. So that's something that really changed my life forever, because I realized if whatever I put out there, the energy I put out there, it'll come back to me.
That's dope.
So, yeah, that and stay woke, child,
because niggas creeping.
Yeah.
They gonna find you. Yeah. Gonna catch you sleeping.
If your life was a book, what would its title be?
Mary Jane Mommy. Yeah.
Okay.
It have everything in it, but it'd be the Mary Jane Mommy.
Mary Jane Mommy.
Mary Jane Mommy memoirs.
Yeah.
What are you most likely very wrong about?
Ooh, because a nigga hates being wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm most likely wrong about? Marriage.
Care to expound?
You and Tristan are the only black marriage I only know of.
Word.
In my adult life. Or not even in my adult life. In most of my life. Like my grandmother and grandfather, like my grandfather died when I was 6, so that was the only thing I knew of marriage. My mother and father broke up when I was 1.
Oh.
My uncles, my oldest uncle, he had on my mother's side, he had 6 wives.
Oh.
And the other one has 5, or had 5. This is the 5th one. So like, there was never like a positive idea of what marriage is in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of my best friends got caught from college. They got married and they were together for years and they got divorced after a year. I think I told you the story. Maybe I told the story where, and they were like my good friends. We lived together and he cheated. And basically what my homegirl said, why she ended the marriage is she was just like, she was like, do you even love me? And you know what that nigga's response was?
Oh, God.
That nigga quantified it. And he said, I am 73%.
You did say this.
Yes.
Oh, and it still is like the first time.
Yeah. Like, nigga. He's married now and has children.
Say it for the people who ain't heard it.
Oh, well, that's it. Like, that was a story. Like,
I'm 73%.
I'm 73% still, wanting to be with you.
Like, what?
Right.
What was it?
Right. like the fact that you quantified your love is means that like you're not the nigga for me.
Or anybody.
Right. So I never really had this idea of what love is. And when I was a kid, I'm like, I don't want to get married. I don't have kids. And so as I've gotten older and the men I've dated and the most recent serious one, when we talked about it, and we say yes, you know, like, yeah, maybe I've changed my mind, but I don't really have. There's one thing. First of all, Black positive gay relationships, not even marriage. It's just these two niggas being together. There's very far and few in between. There's only one Black gay couple that I know that have been together forever, and that's fine. But as far as marriage, even just heteros, I don't know anybody really except y'all two. So, or even ones with kids and like together, like, you know what I mean, making it work. I don't have that really. So I know that probably like marriage and kids, I don't have my views and ideas of it. I'm sure are very wrong because I don't know what to base it off of outside of what I see on TV and what I see of y'all every week. So
that's really, you know what? That's super self-aware because a lot of people,
or what I've done in textbooks, or like, because I remember, because I have a certificate in marriage education from school, because I just took a couple classes, and hell, why not get the credential? And so, like, when you like learn social work or whatever, you learn about Black family dynamics and stuff, and things just can't be in textbook. There's just some school and life kind of things that need to happen, and I just don't have it.
That's really self-aware. A lot of people don't realize that may be impacting their relationships and how they treat the other person because they've never had that positive representation of, or an example of a relationship or a marriage. Yeah. And that carries with them, and that happens to so many people, and they don't realize that.
Yeah.
I was having this discussion with somebody a while ago, and I was like, you know, a lot of people, and that's a lot of, you know, that's one of the things I talked about in the friend zone. It's like, I was raised with both my parents, and Tristan was not. And so, you know, sometimes that changes how people are. And so you have to...
We're just going to talk through it.
Just talk through it.
Mojazilla.
You know, that changes how people...
If you don't know who Mojazilla is, you're going to have to Google it.
You're going to have to Google.
And sadly, it's on Google. You can Google it. They make references to Mojazilla.
You want to read an interesting story? Just Google that.
Yeah. They make references to Mojazilla on Jesus and Mero. That's the funny part.
Mojizel.
Yeah.
So go have yourself a wang dang doodle. But yeah, I think that's really self-aware. I think that's really dope what you said. And yeah.
What is something that a ton of people are obsessed with, but you just don't get the point of?
Breaking Bad. I just don't.
Really?
It's just not. I don't like. I mean, everybody knows that I love nigga shit in all its forms: The Wire, Money and Violence, Power, Narcos. You know, all types of things. But you know, Cocaine Cowboys 1 and 2, one of the most informative documentaries of all time. Okay. All right, let's just get out of this. You want to know something about me? I love Cocaine Cowboys 2. Okay? It's one of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite documentaries. I know quotes from it. Charles Crosby is a real nigga. Okay, Griselda Blanco named one of her children Michael Corleone. That's how much of a G-bitch she was. Anyway. What was his name?
The shit you can't get jiggy
Breaking
with Breaking Bad.
I just don't. I can't. I don't understand the hype behind it. I tried to watch the entire first season, and it was just boring.
Because the first season is boring.
But it's a season, nigga. It's not like, oh, just get through the first 2 episodes. Like, all right, you know, people say that to you, but a season? Like a whole ass nigga, that's how you get picked up for another one.
Yeah, second season, that's when it's just like Better Call Saul. Like the first season is just a lot. Like
and Weeds.
I love Weeds. Weeds got whack when the black people got kicked off.
I couldn't get into it. Couldn't get into Weeds. Maybe I need to try it again. I had to do that with Mad Men, and I know a lot of people couldn't get on that train, but I loved Mad Men. I think I love Mad Men more so because of the costumes and like the authenticity of like what they put into the design. But I know a lot of people couldn't get on that train. But Weeds and Breaking Bad, I DK.
Okay, because you low key like Nancy Botwin, so I don't really understand.
Right, like I love fried green tomatoes.
Yeah.
Ruth.
Yeah.
What incredibly strong opinion or belief do you have that is completely unimportant in the grand scheme of things?
So many. Oh gosh. All my opinions are stronger than a Nene back.
Or in first Nene nose.
Yeah.
That was a strong nose.
That was a strong nose. Brolic. Strong opinions I have on something that's really not important. Fuck. Well, I think everything is important.
Yeah, you think.
Exactly. Oh, God. So this is just basically what are my my wildly unpopular opinions. How I don't think I said this on Twitter and people I got like they fried me young. How I don't think Coming to America is that funny.
What? Would have fried you too.
Yeah. I think Harlem Nights is funnier.
Okay, that's fair. But why compare?
Cause Eddie movies, nigga.
Okay, fair enough.
And that's really not that important. I feel like Animals Dressed as Humans is definitely like really, really like detrimental to society because I feel like people put way too much on their pet.
Like, why does your Yorkie have on rain boots?
Yeah, like just like have some decent human interaction, you fucking dingus. Like, what is wrong with you? Talk to people. Talk to people that can talk back. If you have a problem with talking with that, then maybe you should go on Talkspace and you should use the code from Getting Grown to talk to people.
GROWN.
Yeah, to figure out why the fuck you can't talk to somebody with the larynx. You know what I mean? Like a bipedular individual.
Oh my God. Okay.
There's so many opinions that I have about random people. Like, God. Oh, like, why the fuck? Like, I think...
I knew you were going to roll. I knew this would make for great entertainment.
Because that also proves to how, like, I talk about elitism all the time, and I can understand how, like, some of these things might sound elitist and sound really fucked up, but it's true. Like, why are you doing all your banking at an ATM? Only poor people do that.
Why? I hate going to the teller.
For what? Why are you like switching like cards and shit on shit?
Just, oh no, I don't know. I don't do that.
Yeah,
everything's
like,
on one card.
Oh no, so much. Get direct deposit. Like I don't like. It's so much.
No,
PayPal. Like there's so many. Like there's so many things. Like I also feel like the Bronx. Oh no, I can't say that out loud. Okay, haha. What have you only recently formed an opinion about?
Aziz Ansari.
Okay.
I watched Master of None. I paid him no mind before. Now I think he's hilarious.
He is fucking funny.
Like, I literally paid him no mind before. It was like, oh, okay, haha.
Because he wasn't that funny in The Office.
He was fine. He was fine in The Office. I liked The Office. But, and then when he hosted the MTV Awards, he was fine. I was like, okay, chuckle. But I watched Master of None, and I was like, I like him. Like,
his father deserves an Emmy.
So does his mother. Yeah. Everybody keeps downplaying his mother. His mother is hilarious.
Yeah.
So, Master of None, I have recently formed an opinion on Aziz. I love him. Master of None is an amazing show. Like, I mean, when I tell you that's an incredible show, it's an incredible show.
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2. But season 2? That Thanksgiving episode?
With the Angela Bassett.
Yes, so black.
Yeah.
Loved it. If you were forced to relive one 10-minute block of your life again and again for all eternity, what 10 minutes of your life would you choose?
It'd be when me and Dr. Kia got to go see Beyonce for free.
Oh.
And when we finally got in there, it's I can't tell the story. Y'all tweet Crystal and ask her to tell the story about a Revel. Tell XD Cinch and tell the story about Revel, how we had we ended up in Revel. But anyway, I'll tell this part. So as we were going towards the venue of where Revel was, this white couple came out. And they were just like, do you guys want to go see Beyonce? Like, we have to go. Like, eh. And like, we only have 2 tickets. It was me, Dr. Kia, and Asante. So we were just like, yeah, we're going to take these tickets. And we're like, there's only two, and there's 3 of us. Tay was like, you 2 go. Because he said, I asked God if this would happen to me that, I would give them to you guys. So we're just like, nigga, what?
Wait, who had a ticket already?
There's only 2 tickets that the couple
it was 4
gave
of
us.
you.
It was 3 of us. Crystal was already inside.
Oh, she was inside. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Crystal was already inside. Do you not know the story?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Crystal was already inside with Gia and
Shariel. Yes.
And Tracy May and all those people. So so Tay was like, you 2 go. We're just like, you sure? He was just like, I insist. So we go. Kia and I run into it. And we find our seats. And Beyonce is performing Freakum Dress, which is literally like my motherfucking song. Yeah. And literally, like, those 10 minutes, it was just like super emotional. Like, bitch, of all. Because we were literally going to just kick it. And how it all happened. Just like, nigga, I got to see Beyonce for free.
Wow. At Revel of all places.
Yeah, which is no longer
because I've seen Beyonce for free, but at Revel.
Yeah, and that place no longer exists either. It closed down not too long after that concert.
She shut it down.
Yeah. What game or movie universe would you most like to live in? Actually, I'm gonna fuck you up even more. What game, movie, or book universe would you like to live in?
Can I expand at the TV?
Yeah, that's fine.
So there's an episode of Black Mirror called San Junipero. And basically, you can opt, like when you die, you can opt to live forever, like through this chip. And you find out it's a chip till later on, but you basically get to hop around time periods and like just kind of party for the rest of your life. And I don't necessarily want to party for the rest of my life because they also can go to the beach, they can relax, but you can live in this state forever. And so I think if I could choose one thing, like out of all of those, it would probably be that. Because there was no sad, like it was a sad ending because, well, go watch the episode, but it doesn't have to be a sad ending.
Got it. Because you can literally choose where you go in the afterlife.
Yep.
Damn, that's lit.
All right, I have a last question for you. And it's a very heavy question.
Okay.
Very weighted. And the only reason I'm going to ask you on here is because you've spoken about this facetiously and seriously.
It's about crack?
Kind of. Okay. You opened the door.
Yeah, okay.
I walked right in.
Okay.
You've spoken about how you do not have a relationship with your father.
All right.
How your father has children, you have siblings.
Yeah.
He's married to a white woman. And
yeah,
he doesn't really acknowledge you.
Yeah.
if you could have one serious, deep conversation with him, how would you want that to go? And it doesn't have to be that fairy tale happy ending where you're like, oh, I want us to make it doesn't have to be that. Like, how would you want it to go?
A serious conversation with my father. How would I want it to go? Or essentially describe the conversation, right? I wouldn't ask him, this might sound really odd, but I think the conversation that we would have nothing to do with us. Mm-hmm. It had everything to do about who he is as a person. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I am very well adjusted in this idea of like this, and I've accepted this person as who they are. And a lot of people, like, they have daddy and mommy issues, and why weren't you there? And I'm actually grateful that he wasn't, because my life would not be as amazing as it is if I don't know if my life would be as amazing as it is if he were in it. And I don't want to take that risk. So as far as me having a serious conversation with them, I would want to know who they are as a person. Like basically how you would interview somebody, getting to know them kind of thing. And it would have nothing to do with, let me wait for this to pass. But yeah, you know how like when you like interviews introspective like views on people, like I just want to know who he is as a person. I don't really care about our relationship because I'm okay with that, but that's who he is.
Okay.
That's that.
That's not odd at all.
No. But XD's Corner, because I meant to talk about this earlier.
You didn't ask your last question.
Oh, I didn't. What's the one thing you did that you really wish you could go back and undo?
Oh, man.
Heavy. I've been trying to avoid all the heavy questions.
Maybe we'll ask two more like questions. Okay. I feel like everything happens, like your life is where it is because of everything that's happened.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me because I feel like one
those
thing
things didn't happen,
it could change the whole trajectory of your life.
Yeah.
But if there's one I could have done that I wish I hadn't done, it would probably be.
Just pick one. Or you could say multiple if you want, but
I wish I didn't say something to somebody like to them. And it wasn't because I was being messy or anything like that. It was just because sometimes you don't think people are ready to receive what you have to say. Mm-hmm. And I wish that I would have said that to that person. To them. And that could have changed a few things. Another thing, too, is I have a friend who passed away in 2012. And this was my homeboy. Like, we ate lunch together every day, every single day. On the weekends, we were hanging out. I'd go to brunch with him and his girlfriend. Like, this was my homeboy. Mm-hmm. And he passed away. And right before he passed away, we had, like, a weird like we were like ships passing. We didn't get to eat lunch like for like a week, which was out of the ordinary because we ate lunch together like for 2 years every single day. And we didn't like it. We were just both so busy. And then he fell into a coma. And he was in a coma for months and months until he finally passed away. He went in a coma in August and he passed away in, I want to say April. And yeah, in April. And so that's 8 months he was in a coma. And right before that, we just, our schedules got really out of whack. And I wish that wouldn't happen. I wish I would have been able to, which might have made it sting even more, but it's kind of like, I don't remember the last thing I said to him. I remember hitting him up when he was in his coma, like when he first went into the coma and nobody knew what was going on, and messaging him, like, are you okay? Like, where you at? What's going on? But I don't remember the last thing I said to him. Like, actually said to him.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Oh, boy. That's rough.
It was a little rough.
That's hella rough. Last questions.
Okay. I got one, too.
Go ahead. Well, it's your turn.
Oh, my last question for you.
Yeah.
What does your own personal hell look like, and what does your own personal heaven look like?
Oh, God. My own personal heaven looks like me and my husband, Kofi Cerebo, in our home in Santa Barbara. Where we dine out on the terrace.
And grapefruit is not acidic.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, and we have a wonderful life together. Wonderful chocolate, sexy ass life in Santa Barbara. Beyonce is our neighbor to the left, and Barbara Streisand is our neighbor to the right. We often go to her and James Brolin's house for Yahtzee. Sometimes we go to the Carter's house for pie, but we always come home. We have game nights with the Carters and James and Barb. Ina comes over and cooks us a good meal. But they all go home and it's always just me and Kofi. It's always 75 degrees.
Oh, man.
And we always drink a nice crisp white Pinot. Yeah.
That means toothy.
Yeah. That's my personal heaven.
In your personal hell?
Oh, God. Living in the fucking Bronx.
Which you almost considered moving to.
I know.
What were you thinking?
Oh, God. I wasn't. No, my personal hell, honestly, literally, Kim, literally.
Bible,
Malibu.
Calabasas.
Is like literally living. God. There's so many. Like, because I hate most things. Like living in the Bronx where there's like no cable. It's all like network TV.
Oh.
And like the only like fast food or places to eat are like fucking Arby's. And like all the niggas are jacked or like have like fucked up teeth.
Baby mamas.
Yeah, and it's so loud and like Carrie Hilson is where Beyonce is. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just so like, although I really like Carrie Hilson. I really like Carrie Hilson. There's a world with no Beyonce. World would know Michael Jackson. World would know Luther.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. World would know Stevie. Oh my God. Like.
World would know Prince.
Or Prince. Like, that's like my personal hell.
World would know Morgan Freeman.
Oh God. Bottoms don't fleet. Like, it's just a really just. But mainly the Bronx.
Fair.
Yeah, because the Bronx is a concentration camp for black people. Everybody in the Bronx has a walker or a cane.
Stop.
It's true. There's something in the air. They have a walker or a cane.
What is your last question?
What lie do you tell most often?
Well, nigga, why would I even sit here and say that?
Oh, because I know the answer to it. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Yes.
I'm on my way.
No, when I'm on my way, I'm actually on my way.
No, nigga, you're not. Okay, I'll give you...
I'm about to leave.
Yeah, I'm about to leave. No, the real question I'm going to ask. If you had a personal flag, what would be on it?
We all know the answer to that.
Yeah, okay, that's a fucking... I get one more question because I already know. If you were a dictator of a small island nation, what crazy dictator stuff would you do? Yeah. Evil.
Oh, gosh. Well.
Since you asked. Scroll.
Once a day.
Oh, God.
Actually, no. The entire day. Until it's time to go to sleep.
Okay.
No, I'd give you time for TV.
Okay.
But there will be a designated period where a playlist that I have curated will play throughout the entire nation. You never know what's going. You guys can be listening to Stevie, and then a Gucci Mane song could come on, and then maybe a Migos song, and then possibly something by Jim Croce. Then Phoebe Snow, Heat Wave, a Future song. Like, we never know. But it will be a playlist that I have curated.
So the whole island would be like your car.
The entire work day would be my vehicle. So that would be one thing.
That's actually kind of lit, actually.
It would be, well, it's not if you do not prefer my musical selections. But if you do, then you'll have a grand time.
That's fine.
So I would definitely do that. So yeah, that was 1 million questions with Jennifer James and XD.
Yeah, it's lit.
Like a
big XD's corner. I'll save it for next week.
Okay. Did you learn anything about me?
Yeah, that you're a snack shamer.
Well, food shamer.
Food shamer. Also, shout out to my friends at California Pizza Kitchen who gave me free.
There'll be none of that on the island.
No, nigga, they gave me free shit. They got to.
Oh.
Oh, nigga, CPK, my niggas, what up?
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
Word up.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah. If you listen to this whole episode, I don't know. Like, tweet us, Facebook us, and tell us that you finished the whole episode.
If you finish this entire episode, tweet XD pictures of young Jock.
Okay. Or Facebook me, whichever. Or Instagram me, whichever. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Today's episode was produced by Abraham Cabin Quesada. That's when she got to take that real good doo-doo. Yeah. I get so weak. Blood starts racing through my veins. You know when you got to go real bad when you get off the train and you running home. I get so weak. Boy, it's something. That's for street harassment. I can't explain.
If you can see her face.
I get so something about the... You gotta take that.
God. They better be dead. God damn it. Shit.
Is it the same death that I pray for every single morning when I wake up?
Oh, same, but they wouldn't be in Brooklyn. Child, for that reason. Safety, girl.
El Chapo was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but that's like home.
True.
What nigga in Brooklyn is going to shoot El Chapo? They're going to welcome him into their home.
We did. We were like, leave El Chapo alone.
Yes, exactly. But if that other person, came.
It's fair game.
Yeah. The North remembers. Okay, but anyway. God damn, what is up with tonight?
You know what? It's just going to be a very Brooklyn episode.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Now it's time. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there anything else? Pass.
This week's artist of the week is this Mr. Softy truck.
That's probably fronting as a drug operation.
I'm sure.
Or an operation for the DEA.
Mark can't take that idea.
Wait, have you ever heard there's a on Spotify there's like gospel songs that we haven't even got to the show yet and it's 30 minutes in. We
had a long episode.
Yeah, there's a on Spotify, there's like a whole like album of gospel songs to like bounce beats.
Oh,
got the hands in the same. Yeah, it's great.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of my favorite bounce song and it's ridiculous. It was like, I think I've sang it before, right?
Which one, Wally World?
No, Wally World's so obvious. No, this one's like, hey, Georgia Black, my mama car broke down. She said she need an alternator. He's like, uptown AutoZone, downtown AutoZone, 7 wall AutoZone, 9 wall AutoZone. She need an alternator. What else did they say? She need an alternator. She need an alternator. She need an alternator. She need an alternator. And then there's another one. He's like, I don't want no gumbo. All I wanted was a soup cup. All I wanted was a Jew. Suck the head on that crawfish. Suck the head on that crawfish. Yeah, those are some of my faves. But
138th Street.
That reminds me of the Dave Chappelle joke where he was talking about the homeless dude on the bus beating off and how you don't ever want to get hit by homeless cum because that's the worst thing that could ever happen.
Yeah.
He was like, he took the microphone and made it swirl.
Yeah.
Like the cum going through the air.
Yeah.
As it was about to hit somebody. And it was like, bum jizz.
Yes, bum jizz. I already know the answer to that, and so does everybody else. What's the best way to start the day?
I already know your answer. Waking up
is a rolled up blunt
in your cup.
Yes.
What's an amazing thing that you've seen that nobody else was around for you to see?
What?
Like, have you ever seen something so amazing, but nobody was there to see it with you? And it was just kind of something you experienced by yourself. And it was like one of those unbelievable things, like, nobody is going to fucking believe me if I tell them.
Fuck. I don't think that's ever happened to me.
All right, fine. Next question.
Yeah. All the amazing things that's ever happened I've seen, I've been with somebody. He's back on TV, so James Van Der Beek is back.
I saw him actually some years back on an episode of Criminal Minds. He was a villain. He was one of the bad guys, and he had like multiple personalities, and he did all these voices so good. What the hell are you doing?
You no, because he has a show on Viceland now where he plays Diplo, which is very interesting. But
is that a white rapper?
No, you know Diplo. He's a producer.
Oh, okay.
Major Lazer.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you remember when we called? We were on
I think that's Snake Hips that you're saying.
It's Major Lazer.
Major Lazer is like
All I need is someone to lean on. That's the song.
Okay. Yeah. Noah, play the violin. I don't want the violin.
And the flute and the guitar and the drums.
Yeah. Oh, and the drums. Yeah.
Oh, the drums.
I've always wanted to play the drums.
I'm that mom that don't mind you playing the drums.
Yeah, well, as long as you get it right the first go.
I mean, we're not about to be playing all night.
Right.
All night.
All night, goddammit.
Gonna be playing them drums all night.
Right. But you can set a little time to practice.
Absolutely. We'll set a time.
We can totally
This is why the show is problematic. Problematic ass show. We are a problem.
Yeah. Girl, the AGP for fucking Greece was like $1.
Oh my gosh.
I can buy that shit now. It's a non-pay week.
Non-pay week.
God.
Ooh, the struggle of the non-pay week. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate you. My question. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
Do 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 do. All right.
San Junipero.
Hold the front door. Have you ever watched Room 104?
No.
You need to watch it on tonight. They're only 30-minute episodes. It's like Black Mirror, but on HBO.
Black Mirror's on Netflix.
Like Black Mirror.
Okay.
But everything takes place in this one room at a hotel, and each episode is different. There's only 4 episodes as of late. It came on. Room 104 is nigga.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. It's on HBO.
Yeah, you might not want to watch that shit at night because have you ever seen Mulholland Drive?
No.
Oh,
I used to watch a lot of Twilight Zone though.
You might want to watch Mulholland Drive. That'll fuck your head up. Like, for real. But
what is it called?
Mulholland Drive. But the show is called Room 104.
Okay.
But anywho, they all have an oxygen tank.
Stop!
God, you can't even go on the bus 2 stops without a handicapped person waving the bus down. Where you gonna afford them? Because that's the only stop that has an elevator. Because they can't walk because they all have hover-rounds.
I literally hate you.
It's true. They all have canes.
Oh god.
They all go to adult daycare over on 3rd Avenue.
Stop.
And the Vita MD
Not
clinic for dialysis. Over on 149th and 3rd, right by Brook Avenue. Oh, God. They're all on dialysis. They all go to like home base up on Jackson Avenue to make sure this Section 8 is here.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.